Are you ready? So I have this older friend of mine, Marty O'Connell from America, and he sent me a text message and he said, you should also try box openings. TikTok dances, reaction videos to movie trailers, and yelling at politicians, something has to stick, says Marty. He's older than me, and my mother told me, always listen to the older people. So here it is today, unboxing. And I think I need Marek standing next to me, so you see, guys, what's inside. Can we have Marek here, please? So this box is my suitcase that I use for my role-playing games, and this suitcase is dedicated to Cold City. This is an indie role-playing game released like 12 or 15 years ago about the Cold War era. I love this theme, yeah, I do. And in this suitcase I keep all the handouts, all the game materials, all the stuff for the players. Stop distracting me. So I wanted to share. Marty said do unboxings. I think that unboxing of the suitcase is something new in the internet, so you board gamers should appreciate that. Are you ready to look into my suitcase? Let's go. Believe it or not, I really have stolen from old school the map of Europe. I don't know how it's in different countries, in France, Spain, Germany, how it's in America, but in Polish schools, in the history classes, there is always a big map of the Europe from different centuries. And I have this one from the Cold War era. I will not be able to show it to you in a full, but it's big. I hang it on a wall when we play Cold City. I have bought somewhere the old camera to put some theme. I have an old bag to pretend that I have some files for the players that are very, very important when I play Men in Black. I have a ton of files, and in each of these files you have some documents, some reports, some, let me open it, keys, photos of these keys, photos of the building to the keys, and many other photos, and some police reports with the signature, very professional, and more data, and more data, and more data. And we have file after file. This one is empty, and we have here player characters, and each player character has additional data about them, and more files, and more files, and some notes. Do you recognize these dudes? I hope so. So more photos. I stick all these photos on the table when you play role-playing games, and I give some of them to players so they have some secret knowledge, and when they visit some locations, they can see the person they are meeting. How you get these photos? You go to the internet. In the internet there's everything. So you download these photos, then you print them, and you look quite crazy when you go to the center where they are printing photos, and instead of you with your cute daughter, you are printing the photo of some Nazi generals. Well, that's we, role-playing gamers. We have more files. And more files. And we have some... This dude was wounded, and this is what happened to him. We have old newspapers, and I have a really, really old newspaper that I bought on Polish eBay. I have more photos of non-player characters. And don't ask me what is this. And we have, of course, my notebook with all the scenarios, with all the information about what is happening and what they will find and what we'll find during the gaze, and all these arrows, what will happen then and what will happen then, etc., etc., etc. Lots of notes. Oops. And we have old notepads that I found somewhere, and these are, believe it or not, in German. I don't know how I found the old notepad with the notes in German, but yeah, the game master can find them. More paper, more German books, Kosmische Heimat under Sonnenheim, which means that something very, very strange is happening in cosmos, in German. Because the Cold City is a brilliant role-playing game that takes place in Berlin, 1946, right after the end of the game, of the war, and you're playing the secret agents looking for some crazy Nazi experiments. Did I mention that I have the original maps from 1940s? Do you see that? So players can look at the original maps from the old times. More notebooks, more files. I have no clue what is that, but it was probably very, very important for this particular case. More photos, more photos, more secret bags that you will find in some old attic with the old papers. Did I mention that we have the old papers? That was unboxing of the suitcase. So I'm eager to see how you guys play role-playing games, if in your role-playing games you use that much content, that much handout, if you are that crazy game master that put so much additional effort in getting on eBay and different antique shops content to surprise players, to make them eager to play a next game session, to find out all these things and connect dots and have these materials. I am probably overdoing that, but I absolutely love it, and part of the role-playing game that is super exciting for me is preparing for the game session, preparing all these handouts, all these documents, all these photos, printing them, and then we play a game, and sometimes it's less important for me than just preparing. Interesting, that was unboxing of the suitcase, especially for you. That was another episode of 100 vlogs in 100 days, and we are counting down, unfortunately, because this is an experiment. We will record 100 vlogs, and during this time we want what? We want your feedback, if that was interesting. We want your shares, if you think that was interesting, because I'm creating every single day something new for you, to entertain you, to surprise you, to get your attention, and if you think this is interesting, let me know in the feedback, and please share, because this channel will grow or will die. See? I see that you are planning something very, very stupid.